What's up, world? Truth to Lie Thursdays once again. This is the last question, and this question says, biblically, what is the purpose of marriage? And it's funny we got this question because we just did our first pre-marriage counseling session the day before, and then the next day somebody sent me this question. Sister in Christ sent me this question. So the answer basically, the purpose for marriage is number one, for have companionship for the man and woman, for them to be fruitful and multiply. Also, for the man to be able to teach not only his wife, but his children, his disciples, and his employees to keep God's commandments and basically spread the fear of the Lord and his justice and judgment throughout the earth through family. So it's all about fruitfulness and multiplication, not only physically with godly seed, which is a big, huge purpose in marriage, to raise up godly children, but also just to spread the fear of the Lord and teach everyone in your household God's commandments so that God can bless the earth through obedience. So the scriptures for that, Genesis chapter 1:28, be fruitful and multiply. Genesis 18, where God talks to Abraham and says, I'm so intimate with Abraham, I can't hide from him what I'm about to do. Abraham had a great relationship with God in prayer, intercession, and God said, you know what, I can't leave Abraham out of what I'm going to do, because I know that he will command his children and his household after him. So when he says his children and his household, that means Abraham was instructing not just his children, but he was also instructing those that were in his household. That means, his employees, his disciples, the people that were following him. He was training them and teaching them God's ways. And in Malachi 2, verse 15, it says, did he not make one? Yet had he the residue of the Spirit. And why? Wherefore one? That he might seek a godly seed. So godly seed, discipleship, fruitfulness and multiplication, godly children, teaching everyone under your influence, for starting with your family, to obey the Lord's commands and the fear of the Lord, and to spread his judgments and justice, so you can basically help God transform the world and be a blessing throughout the whole earth. That's the purpose of marriage. So it's just one simple covenant where you can have fun, have sex, and all that good stuff comes out of it if it's connected to God.